What is up, friends? Welcome back for another movie reaction. Today I will be checking out The Departed, which is another Martin Scorsese film, at least I believe so. And so if any of his other films that I've watched for the channel are any indication, I'm expecting a really good time with this one. And I know that it's got a pretty stacked cast. The three that I know for sure I have seen are in this are Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon, and I believe Jack Nicholson as well. So I mean, those three alone make up quite a very good cast, and so I'm sure there's going to be some other recognizable names and faces in it as well, but I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know the genre or anything, but I mean, he has done a lot of gangster movies that I've watched recently, and so I would throw out a guess that it's probably in that realm and that plot line. And so hopefully you guys enjoy watching along with me for this, and if you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow, and of course you can check out the full-length reaction to this on my Patreon. Link for that is in the description below, and of course you'll need your own copy of the film to watch along with me there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into The Departed. Okay, everyone, I've got the movie queued up to the very beginning. If you've got it queued up to the same spot as well, I will do the usual 3, 2, 1 play count. On play, we'll both hit play, be all synced up and ready to watch together. So 3, 2, 1, play. And I know this movie is decently long as well, around 2.5 hours, I believe. And so, just like with his other films that are close to that length or longer, I'm expecting it to be packed with a lot of good stuff. Already starting off with some great narration. Is it going to follow the trend of his other films where a lot of the movie is done with narration? I'm assuming that was Jack Nicholson right there. It sounded a lot like him. I like the lighting on there. Also like the intro music. It's a good choice. This guy must be pretty intimidating the way everybody's acting around him. Doesn't seem like the kind of guy you want to mess with. Seems like it's this Seems like it's this kid's lucky day, man. He just got a whole bag of free stuff. He's made the right kind of friend right there. I already really like Jack Nicholson's acting in this. I mean, it wouldn't be very hard for me to like it. He's always been good. I like how the whole time so far he's been kind of disguised a little bit with shadow. I'm not 100% sure the reason for that, but I mean, artistically, looks great. What the heck, man? We already got bodies piling up. That's way earlier than I expected. Oh shoot, man. I like that transition right there. So is Matt Damon that boy? Now he's grown up? I do like now after they kind of reveal Jack Nicholson in full swing right there that they had disguised him a little bit before. Interesting. So are both Leo and Matt Damon in like the same precinct or whatever it is? Dang, man, a 24 legend right there with Chase. I don't know his actor name off the top of my head. Already a couple recognizable faces, though. So, is the main kind of plot line of the film gonna end up being Matt Damon and Leonardo's characters going up against Jack Nicholson's? And if Matt Damon was that kid in the beginning, is he like actually here as an honest cop, or is he kind of like a mole that he has? I mean, if the two of them are meeting in the car like that, obviously he's still got some sort of connection to him. I don't know if it's a good one or a bad one. I like that. That's a cool little effect right there. Oh shoot, man! And Mark Wahlberg is in this. This is a stacked cast. And with all these actors working with a great director as well, what an amazing combo. Dude, Mark Wahlberg's character seems to be a little bit of a tool, man. Just going in on both of these guys so far. Dang, man, interesting bit of dialogue right there. Seems like he's had somewhat of a rough upbringing then, if he's been losing family members and beating up teachers. I do like how in both of the interviews they had Matt Damon standing up, maybe signifying he's a lot more confident, a lot more well put together at this point. But then Leo is sitting, maybe suggesting he's not as confident in himself. Interesting, man. So, do they suspect that he is a mole? And Alec Baldwin is in this too. Holy crap. Already one of the most loaded casts I've seen in a while. So that was his uncle, right? That they were just talking about in that picture. It makes sense then why they were a little bit suspicious if he has such a close family member that was in that world. I like the back and forth between them so far, man. They are really grilling him. Oh, jeez, man. They are slamming this guy so hard. Didn't seem like they really grilled Matt Damon the same way, even though I feel like he's the one that they should have been talking to like that because he's got the connection to Jack Nicholson. Dang, man, he is in a rough spot. Everyone in the professional life is being mean to him, his family is being mean to him. And if he's just losing his mom too, then he's pretty much on his own. I like the way it's contrasting both of their lives so far. I was thinking that they were going to be like working closely together or be friends, but they don't seem to have too much relation so far. Interesting, so that's where the title comes into play. I'm not sure what sort of meaning that holds for the overall theme. Oh, okay. I see what they're doing now. They're doing some sort of undercover operation. At least if I got it right. So I guess it makes sense why they were grilling him so hard and want to make sure he can put up a good facade. Dang, all that before the intro. Definitely sticking to what I expected by packing it full of so much information. Sullivan, okay. So we got Billy Costigan and Sullivan. I'm assuming that Matt Damon was also accepted because it looked like he was wearing like some inmate type uniform. I like that the music just cut off so abruptly like that. So I guess maybe he still does have a little bit of family here. So is this the first step in his mission right here? Just starting at maybe the bottom, working his way up to the top. What is up with these insults that are being leveled at him constantly? Well, I mean, he is kind of making himself look not like a cop right here, so I think that's a good move. I mean, it looks like he's in a little bit right here. But I mean, he did say not to do another drug deal, so maybe it's just a formality at this point. Apparently, it is a guy that he can hit. Oh, okay. So Matt Damon is still here working behind the scenes while Sean is kind of in the forefront. I like that. And I guess I should get used to calling him Sullivan. Love that camera move, man. That's pretty cool right there. Scorsese always does fun cinematography styles. I mean, we've had several meetings with him so far, and he has always had about that same personality. So I'm not exactly sure I believe that. He keeps popping up, man. I couldn't tell who was next to him with the sunglasses waving. Is that Vera Farmiga right there? She looks a bit younger than what I'm used to seeing her in recently. Obviously, since this movie came out a little while ago. This guy's definitely got a good personality. So is she gonna end up being his love interest in this movie? Oh, gotcha, man. So it's unfortunate, man, that he had a tail and didn't realize it. But he answered the phone by saying, "Hey, Dad." Who was he talking to right there? Holy crap, dude. Okay, Sean is actually pretty good in hand to hand combat. Beat the crap out of those two guys in seconds. Holy crap, man. That was tense right there. Was he just trying to beat up those guys because they were just being tools to the store owner, or what was his motivation? Hey, well, they seem to be hitting it off pretty well right there. Quite a contrasting situation from how Sean is experiencing life. Is that true right there? That's pretty interesting. They would definitely make good candidates for undercover type work then. I like the way so far in the movie they've been building up these two characters completely separate because I assume eventually they're going to meet up with each other. And with Sullivan not knowing the identity of Sean, that could make it very interesting considering that he can't blow his cover or tell him he's a cop. Shoot, well, he is doing an excellent job if he's already run into him. And if I'm understanding the other conversations right, his name is Costello, right? But it seems like Sean absolutely is the right man for the job. Oh, I love having these two actors in a scene together. I've never seen them be in a film before. In the same film, I mean. And so I guess that answers what his motivation was for beating up those other guys. That was his in. Oh my gosh, these guys do not mess around at all, making sure there's no chance of him hiding stuff. At least these guys are smart. No wonder they're the big dogs around here. Oh my gosh, dude, absolutely brutal. This definitely wasn't in the job interview that he was gonna have to experience this. But he's holding strong so far. Oh jeez, dude, great scene. I don't think that's the last time they're gonna have an interaction like that. I like this man, just trying to figure out if he actually is who he says he is. Pretty dang impressive if he's able to convince them because of how smart they've already revealed themselves to be. Oh gosh, man, I like the cutting between them. Clearly, he took care of the two guys, so that's gotta be a good sign for Sean, right? If he'd take him out for him. Nice, dude. I like it. Getting clever with asking her out now. And now he's officially in the case. I don't know if he realizes that this is part of the undercover job or if he just thinks it's another day, another case. Oh, wait a second. If I understand right from that moment, he's still got contact with Costello, so I completely forgot about that. So that's not a good thing for the organization, the cops. Dude's casually just got a severed hand right there at the table while he's eating. Certainly is one for the gruesome. This is one intimidating dude right here. My goodness. Nice. Is he getting a little bit worried that if he gets found out, he's going to have the same fate as that other guy losing his hand? Or much worse? Can't say I blame the guy. Oh, okay. So he's his dad. Interesting. I mean, I'm just going to guess that because he said, "Hey, Dad," on the phone earlier, and he said, "My son," right there. It's an interesting way to connect the two stories right there because they were just talking about him in the other scene. Jimmy Bags certainly has had a rough month, as Sullivan said. This movie is certainly moving fast as well, man. It certainly doesn't linger on any scenes. It's definitely consistent with most of Scorsese's work I've seen so far. Uses every frame to its maximum. Very interesting for him to say that, considering that he kind of is the rat at this point, at least from my understanding. I absolutely love that they have this dynamic where the guy who is undercover is the one doing it for the right reasons, but the guy who is actually a cop right now is doing it for the wrong reasons. Oh, wait a second, man. Maybe the person he's calling when he says, "Hey, Dad," is Costello. Because now that I'm thinking about it, when he was talking about the tail, it was probably him letting Costello know that he was being followed. Oh, interesting, man. So is he trying to talk him out of this right now? I didn't expect that. Jeez, man, he seems to have a bit of a relationship with everybody around town, and they all seem to fear him. It's a good way of showing the power he has. I like it. Just doing things off book here, taking matters into his own hands. I also recognize that actor. I can't remember where from, though. Shoot, bro, the plan's working. He's calling. Is that gonna lead him right to him? Or was he doing that in order to protect Costello? Which would make sense why he wanted the cameras off. Oh my gosh, man. This dude is running two operations at once. I wonder how long he's going to be able to keep up this facade before somebody realizes what he's really doing. It's also fascinating given their previous conversation about Irishmen not being able to be psychoanalyzed. because clearly she hasn't been able to get a full read on him. Who is the psychiatrist right here, man? He is analyzing her pretty good so far based off her reaction. Think he hit the nail on the head. I love the way this is edited right now. So cool, just showing the internal turmoil he's going through doing this job. Looking at pictures of his past and probably thinking about what his mom or his dad would think about him. But yet just having to be cool and calm with the enemy. That's interesting. I don't know if the cop that he saw coming in here was Sullivan or if it was somebody else. I guess I also never considered the possibility of him going a little too deep undercover and actually becoming the thing that he's been pretending to be. Oh my gosh, dude, this is such a rough situation. The only people that know who he really is are worse to him than even Costello. I mean, he's got a good point. I don't exactly know how it all works, but with someone that big, I think you do have to be absolutely sure your case is 100% solid. Especially if you want to keep him locked away for life. Dang, bro, they already know. I didn't expect them to figure that out so fast. I mean, Sullivan is pretty under the radar, so I don't know how easy it would be to find that out. Dude, I love his acting in this movie. He's doing a fantastic job. I think out of everybody so far, he's been my favorite, but I mean, they're all doing great. Oh, jeez, man, that did not go well at all. I don't know if that's part of his facade is just to anger like that and cause a scene, but it might be some of his true feelings coming out. Nice. Well, I guess it ended somewhat positively for him. He got what he wanted. Oh, don't tell me that she's gonna end up going out with him too and be involved with the main two people in this operation. That'll be an incredible love triangle. Oh man, he is under a lot of pressure right here. What the heck is he gonna do? He certainly can't inform him in front of everybody. He really is calling him right now, just in the room with everybody else. Was this a setup just to see if he'd call? He is risking a whole lot doing that. Oh my gosh, I thought he was walking up to him all suspiciously because he knew he was the mole, but it seems like he just gave him some stuff to help out with the sting operation that they're running. Oh, dude, I love that cut right there, showing what he's doing in his pocket. He certainly has to be mad sneaky right now. He's standing right next to the two people that could cause him some major problems. Well, he got the freaking message. I'm loving this scene, dude. This is some intense stuff. Are they just waiting to move in until they get something actionable? Because if they don't have any phones, might be tough for them to have a reason to move in. Everything is going according to plan for Costello and Sullivan. Surely they've got to be extra suspicious of him, though, if this doesn't work out, the cops, that is. Oh, I love the quick cuts right there. That's great stuff. There's so much happening right now. Oh, shoot, man. That's right. He's not going to obey the no phones rule. He might just be the last hope for them in getting something out of this. Oh, so good, man. I love the way this is filmed right now and just all the contrasting dynamics. Basically, Sean and Sullivan working against each other. There's everything they want right there, man. Now is the time to strike if they're gonna do it. I feel like it's gonna be hard to track it down after it's exchanged hands. Always got a backup plan, man. They run a smooth operation, that's for sure. Even with Sean helping out, they still lost. I mean, Sullivan definitely has the resources. Dude, why is Dignam being such an absolute problem in this movie? You gotta give Sean something, man. It's just hanging him out to dry. It's gonna get harder and harder for him as the movie goes along to keep his sanity, but also keep his undercover. I don't know if it's serious enough for her to not also get feelings for Sean here. Oh man, going back to just what he asked her before if she's ever lied. I love this script, man. There's so many intertwining stories and characters lying to one another, having secrets. Well, they seem to be still pretty strong together, but I'm worried if Sullivan ever finds out about their relationship. Gotcha, man. So his first name is Colin. Is that the first time we've actually got his first name? I guess I can start referring him to that as that instead of Sullivan. Dude, this is setting up to be an incredible third act, man, with everybody suspicious of something going on under their nose. So many moving parts. I love it. I wonder if she suspects anything seeing him talk outside like that, so animated. Shoot, bro, we're getting a scene between these guys. I did not expect that, and it seems like he already knows who they are. Didn't strike me as the time to move in on him. I love the way it's cutting between those two moments right there. The editing of this movie's been fantastic so far. Oh, jeez, man. It's gonna be pretty difficult to pin him down at this point. Because what other big operations are gonna go down? I feel like the microprocessor one they just had was the biggest opportunity. Oh gosh, dude, we just get a freaking crazy development right there? It looked like he switched out of his undercover persona there for a second. Whoa, man, is that true? What? No way Costello's working for the FBI. This just got way more spicy if that is the case. Oh, that looks like information he didn't know either. My goodness, I didn't expect that twist all of a sudden. How the heck are they gonna nail him then? That feels like an untouchable man. Man, at least this guy's a lot nicer than freaking Dignam, who is always a jerk to him. Absolutely love those deep reds right there. That's definitely the classic color for Scorsese movies. There's always some heavy reds, whether it's Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, now The Departed. What was going on right there? Was it just showing what he's doing at the time? Has he not been using his real name? I feel like Costello has known who he is the whole time. That was part of the reason he was chosen to be undercover, was because of his family connections. Shoot, bro, it's this guy again. He's back in the picture all of a sudden. I feel like that is significant. I don't feel like they showed that for no reason. Does it have anything to do with his handwriting or something now being on that? And they can figure out his identity through that way or something? Something is about to happen right here, isn't it? He showed up at her place. Let's hope that Colin doesn't show up here as well while he's still here. I was trying to remember his first name. Oh, that's such a great moment right there, just subtly showing the different ways that they treat her. Colin wanted her to hide the picture, and now Sean goes ahead and hangs it up, and you can tell with her smile that she responded a lot better to that. Why does he like that? That's a good line right there. Is he just not a cat person? He's a dog person. Shoot, bro. Now they're an item together. The triangle is fully formed at this point. I don't think she realizes who she is really mixed up with here. This could absolutely end up bad for any of the people involved, specifically her. Her house certainly is a lot less fancy than Colin's. Definitely a more humble lifestyle. It's so wild that it seems like they have no suspicions at all about Colin. And yet he is the one who is tasked with investigating people, so obviously either nothing's going to get found out or he's going to make it look like it's somebody else. Clever way of showing he's got the same paper that he wrote down. Where is he coming out of right now? Didn't look like any of his usual shady places, so maybe it was the FBI. Is he having his taxi driver moment right here? Just showing up to the same pictures that they liked in that movie? What a way to introduce yourself in a scene. Of course he does, man. Oh, shoot. And he's right there with him, so he's gonna know about Colin. Does he realize he's in the special unit, though? Special investigations unit? Oh my gosh, I feel like things are about to get absolutely wild. From his angle, he can't really see his face. I don't know if that's gonna change. But Sean is good at his job, man. If he came all the way here, found him. Oh my gosh. And then he freaking walks out the other direction so he can't see his face. Of course. Just dragging out the suspense right there. That was a fantastic scene, though. I love how they film that and all the reveals and whatnot. Oh, he turned somewhat sideways. Was it enough to be able to identify him, though? This is a cool scene of just him following behind him like this. I love the music, too. Bro, the timing on that, that is so unfortunate, dude. He might have just freaking lost him for good. Oh, Colin, bad move, dude. You just killed an innocent person. I love the way they are dragging this out as well because the entire movie they've been building up these two characters separately. So they definitely deserve to be built up in a moment like this. I paused because of the camera scene right there. This dude is going to get caught unless he does something. Yo, don't tell me he actually knows it's Sean. My goodness, what a way to do that line. I love the way the camera is so close on their faces right now, just accentuating the intensity of everything. And also how when it's on Costello, it's a little bit off center. Oh my gosh, dude, this is such a great conversation. That would be so intimidating to hear that. You would have to be real careful about the words you choose. Oh, shoot. Okay, I like it, Sean. Just going for the intimidation factor. I feel like that might be a good move, just acting like you're not a cop. Wait, he's calling him Bill right there, so maybe he did give him the wrong name. Or, even worse, I've been somehow calling him the wrong name the entire movie. Because he said his name was Sean in the prison scene, right? Oh gosh, dude, this is so tense watching him just grasp at anything in order to take the sights off of him right now. The acting right here is so dang good. I love the back and forth. And it's moving more and more towards Costello seeming like he knows he's the rat. Oh my gosh, man. Well, the fact that Costello is leaving him alone with French makes me think that he's going to survive at least this situation. But I feel like he barely made it out of there without getting discovered. Dude, he has a problem with literally everybody, man. But also, he better not freaking get the identities because that will absolutely mean Sean's death, who I guess maybe I should call William at this point. Oh gosh, man. It's not the rat that he's wanting him to find, though. He's gonna be looking for the undercover man. Love the positions this movie is putting his character in. I love the way that it keeps subtly showing that citizen's envelope right there. Because he probably has the resources to discover a match to that handwriting, right? Especially since Sean's is probably already in the system, considering he failed the academy. Or according to his record, he did. Bro, what the heck has he been doing? He is so bloody. Also, I don't know if that's a very good sign if he's taken him off jobs, because it probably means he's lost favor in his eyes. Great moment right there. Those two figured it out and they didn't even realize it. And the fact that Colin typed in William on the system and it came up as person not found, I feel like that clears him in Costello's eyes for one, which is good, but also I really hope that I have not been calling him the wrong name the entire film. Oh my gosh, don't tell me that he's gonna take the fall for it. Because I actually liked him. He obviously has been good to William, who I guess I'm just gonna start referring to him as William. But they're not really gonna find anything because he isn't the rat. Oh my gosh, the way they're hanging here makes me think that something is about to go down here soon. They're not going to find something to arrest him, are they? Man, well, he spotted him, and the fact that he said Billy too, I am so sorry if I've been calling him Sean the whole movie and it was wrong, because I thought they said that in the prison scene, but I'm just gonna say Billy then. That's so dang embarrassing. I feel like such an idiot. Obviously, if you've been watching for a long time, you know I'm not the best at names. Dang, bro, is it gonna go down right here? They're gonna figure out who the rat is just by following him? Oh my gosh, I love the way this is edited back and forth. It just makes it so much more intense and suspenseful. We're gonna have cops and that other group there at the same time, which is never good. Dude, it's insane because of the way everybody's calling each other. It's just a circle of information. I don't know if they're gonna have enough warning though. Oh no, dude, he's gonna get killed here, isn't he? I don't feel like there's any way everybody's getting out of here without dying. Oh my gosh, dude, they're roughing him up already. I don't know if he's gonna make it out alive. No, dude. Oh my gosh, what a freaking way to die. And it was right in front of Billy, too. What a scene, dude. And from a technical aspect as well, that was a pretty convincing looking fall. Oh my gosh, and he immediately has to just switch back to his undercover mode. That's gotta be so mentally and emotionally draining. Oh my gosh, and then we get a whole firefight too. This is an insane chain reaction. And freaking Collins just in the background pulling all the strings. How much longer can he keep this up? Oh my gosh, dude. I can't blame his reaction because he was his partner for so long. There's a lot of tension right now between characters. Oh my gosh, dude. This is a great scene right here. Dang, man. As much as I've disliked his attitude throughout the film, he doesn't deserve to take the fall for this, man. Oh my gosh, dude. He's made, isn't he? That's so dang unfortunate. Bro, what a freaking reveal right there. That is so rough. There's no way out of this situation for him now. Well, I mean, unless the guy dies right in front of him, which it looks like he did. I feel like he has to get out now while he still can. I don't know where things are going to go from here on out. Man, at least he has somebody that he can go to right now. She is like his only link. She's like his only link to something positive at this point. Just a man alone with the greatest task. Dang it, bro, and that sucks too because she just leaves him like that. What the heck is he going to do, man? I mean, surely he's still gonna try and go through with the act. Don't pick up, dude. Don't you dare pick up. You will give the enemy all the information you need. And you are on such a and you are on such thin ice as it is. Oh, dude, that was a brilliant way to do that moment. Both of them just waiting for the other to talk. But I think that's all that Billy needs to know in order to get himself out of there. He's made. Love the way it just kept cutting back and forth between them with no other sound. Oh my gosh, dude. Absolutely insane. I can't believe he called him back. And he doesn't even realize that the person he's talking to is going to be his death. Who can he even talk to now? Because, I mean, Colin gave up his name in that phone conversation, but with Alec Baldwin being the boss, I don't know if he's trustworthy. It's like, what can you even do at this point? Oh, dude, he's too smart for him. I was gonna say, there's no way he just believes it was that guy, right? Billy is not out of the woods yet. Oh gosh, dude. Love the soundtrack of this film. Just back to business as usual. Oh, jeez, bro. He is losing his mind a little bit. All this, all these events have started pushing him over the edge. I don't feel like it's going to be too much longer before we get a legit showdown. Oh my gosh, dude. He is really trying his best to save Costello, but I feel like he's going to put a target on his back instead. It's so fascinating that he's communicating with Colin now. Man, you have to be so freaking smart to write a script like this with all the different disguises and lies and secrets. Is he getting out of there because he suspects that the people are coming, the cops, and so he doesn't want to die in a shootout? Shoot, man, that's wild. I guess Colin actually took him to the right place. That's impressive. Is he doing that just to protect his own skin in the game at this point? Oh, yeah, that guy is dead for sure. No surviving that. Oh, such a cool reveal. He's been betrayed at this point. Colin's not going to be the one that actually kills him for real, is he? Oh, okay. I understand why he did what he did now because of the FBI informant thing. Just wants to make sure he's protected. Yo, what the heck, man? And he really just goes out like that. My goodness. I was not prepared for that. Man, this is an absolutely wild third act. But it's definitely satisfying. I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, and just like that, he's gonna be viewed as the freaking hero, even though he was working against him the entire film. But I mean, Billy still knows who he is. Can he still bring him down? Oh my gosh, after the whole film being apart, they are finally meeting together in the same room. I love that we've had to wait until the very end. Hey man, well, he absolutely deserves it, that's for sure. We all know that's a freaking lie. And I think Billy knows it. Yep, definitely an easy to remember password. And I feel like he's leaving the room for some reason to do something shady. Maybe he's still trying to do Costello's work. Oh, very clever. I love that they introduced such a small thing before and now are paying it off with this reveal right here. Now he knows that Colin is working for Costello. What a fantastic frame right there. What is his move going to be? I would think the next logical step would be to tell everyone else there. Oh, shoot, bro. Well, maybe he just got the heck out of there while he still could. Which may be smart. I don't know what kind of power Colin has in this situation. Dang, bro. And now he's just a ghost at this point. Doesn't even have a record. And then he goes to see her as well. That's the first thing he does. I mean, she's really the only person he can trust. I feel bad for him, man. He's lost everything. And he's not even gonna really get recognized for the work he did. It's a pretty bleak story for him. Oh, shoot. She's not even gonna open it right now. What? They're really just leaving us in suspense like that. Dude, what in the world? She's pregnant with his boy as well? Is this really how his story is going to end up? He pretty much gets everything he wants and then gets out of there with no consequence? Okay, we're not through yet, man. There's still something about to happen. I don't know what he sent, though. Is it like some evidence against him? It's pretty risky sending it to Colin himself, if it is. Oh, genius, man. He was able to get a recording of that. That is awesome. What an absolute boss move right there. It is game over for Colin. Oh, amazing, dude. That's so good. Just the slow realization on his face. So satisfying. Oh, fascinating. So it wasn't him that recorded it, it was just one of Costello's guys. Well, I am so happy that Bill is actually able to get something good out of this. You are screwed now, buddy. There's no way out of this. I was so worried there for a second that he was just going to get out without any consequence. I love seeing Billy in a position of power now in this situation. Still doing cop work even after he said he was done with it before. Oh my gosh, dude, and now there's more people involved. My goodness. The acting in this scene is so good, though. Love seeing Matt Damon and Leonardo DiCaprio going at each other. Oh my gosh, dude, don't drop the weapon. I'm worried what Colin would do in a pressure situation like this. Can't be trusted. Smart move, man, letting him go like that. You made the right call. Let this man get his deserved justice. Oh, great line. No, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You cannot tell me that he still gets out of this after all of that. What, dude? He was on his side too? Are you kidding me? I never expected that. What a freaking twist, dude. The audacity. That is unreal storytelling, man. So freaking bold. Oh my gosh. Whoa, dude. I did not expect something like that to happen after I thought the main events of the film were already done. What a finish, dude. And Colin has the perfect setup to clear his name and make it look like any of those people were the rat. Dang, and he is still setting up Billy to receive that honor. My goodness. So I guess he's just making it look like the other mole was the only one. I'm still so sad that he died, dude. He didn't deserve that fate. Jeez, and poor Madeline caught in the middle like that, and she knows the truth, and there's nothing she can really do about it at this point, right? Well, I guess she still has the evidence, but maybe it won't do anything at this point. Good for her, man. Just walk away from that situation. No use talking to him at this point, knowing who he is. Man, after making me think he was gonna get caught, maybe the movie really is gonna end with him just getting away with it. Yes, dude, Dignum, you absolute legend, dude. Thank goodness somebody showed up here to eliminate this fool. I love it. Oh, so satisfying. I was hating on that guy for a while, but he actually ended up being the one to save the whole situation. I love that shot with the rat in frame. That is brilliant. Goodness, man, what a freaking film. That's definitely near the top, if not the top, of all the Martin Scorsese films I've seen. That was so well done. Whoa, produced by Brad Pitt. Oh, interesting. That had so many twists and turns along the way. It was blowing my mind throughout that whole third act. But the story overall, I think, is the most, at least for the ones of the channel that I've watched of his, that I really enjoyed and resonated with. Or I don't know if resonated with is the right word. But it was just so well written, so well acted. The acting in the movie was insane. I mean, with a cast like that, it would be hard not to get insanely good acting. And even though it was throwing a lot of information at you and moving so quickly throughout the whole film, I feel like it still did an excellent job of making sure you understood everything that was happening. And even though I mixed up the names of the main character for some reason, I'm going to have to go back and look at that prison scene just to see what I heard. Because if I made Sean up out of nowhere, then I'm just a freaking idiot. And so I apologize for that, but eventually I learned the right name to call him. But I can definitely see why people really, really liked this movie because it is quite the thrill ride. And I don't know if Dignam was there at the end just to eliminate Colin after all because he got his partner killed. He got Billy killed, who obviously he knew he was good and undercover after everything, or if he was on there for like official police business. But I mean, he was off the force by that time, right? So it was probably just him taking revenge. But the body count of this film was certainly very, very high. And then the cinematography of this I thought was fantastic. And the way that they use the editing to enhance scenes with little insert shots or just cutting back and forth between scenes, I think really, really added to it. And then the soundtrack was good. There were a couple of like popular songs or like not specifically soundtrack songs used, which I really liked. But then the rest of the sound and the sound design in the film I thought were great too. And I feel like the runtime and the pacing and everything was good. Like I never was bored or anything like that. But because they packed so much into it, I feel like it definitely feels like a movie of that length, if not even longer, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because obviously I would have kept watching this and enjoying it if it was even longer, but I feel like definitely the kind of story that needs a beefy runtime like that. I don't know if this got nominated for any Oscars or anything, but I feel like definitely would be well deserved if several of the actors got nominated for their performances, and even characters who were more side characters, not in the forefront as much, like Vera Farmiga. She was fantastic. Probably one of the best roles that I've seen her in. But then even like Alec Baldwin, who was in the film, not too much. He did a great job, so there were no weak members of the cast. So I don't know what number of Martin Scorsese film this is that I've gone through for the channel, but definitely makes me want to just keep going through until I've seen them all. Dude is quite the masterful director, that's for sure. And I know that he frequently collaborates with Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know if this was the first time he'd worked with him, or if Gangs of New York was before this. But clearly that duo is working because they always hit home runs. But definitely, but this film is definitely one that I want to rewatch, just knowing what I know now, having watched it, so I can maybe pick up on a lot more things and understand everybody's roles a little bit more, because it definitely takes some getting used to as you're watching it. But man, what an experience. Definitely enjoyed this one a lot. Well, just out of curiosity, I went back to the prison scene where I thought I learned his name was Sean, and I realized they said his cousin's name was Sean, and his name was obviously Billy from the beginning, so hopefully those of you who watched can forgive me for that mistake. At least it didn't mess me up too much, because I knew which character I was referring to every time I called him Sean there at the beginning. But besides that mistake, I really loved the film overall, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching along with me for that one. Looking forward to eventually getting into some more Martin Scorsese films as well, so definitely stay tuned for those coming up. I'm sure not before too long, because obviously he always does very well on the polls when I put his films up there. But if you did enjoy watching along with me for this one, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow, and of course you can check out the full-length reaction on Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. But until the next movie reaction, I will see you all later. Peace.